there everybody, this is Shadigo. Welcome back to Fairy Fantasy Advent Dark Force. In the last couple of episodes, aside from going to shoot the subterranean tower, freeing Tiara from the grasp of the Valgod, we went into Shikesa's tower, we conquered Shikesa's tower. We also did the last remaining side quest in the game. And we killed the Valgod, but only as like some sort of representation of the Valgod's ultimate form. But we're actually going to get rid of the Valgod, well, probably within the next three episodes or so. I kind of really want this to be finished before Super Death RPG gets here, and I got like information that as of recording this, my limited edition copy of that game actually comes in tomorrow. So I kind of want to have a go at that for a bit. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get into these runs, shall we?
ここに邪神がいるんだね。何？今の声。私にはわかります。あれはおそらく邪神の声。この奥に邪神がいるのは間違いないということですわ。
ところでアリン、女神の力ってのはどうにか復活しないものなのかい？力を削いだとはいえ、相手は邪神だ。完全に復活した女神の力があった方が戦いも優位になると思うんだけどね。
必要なものは揃ってるし、いつ復活してもおかしくないとは思うんだけど、私にもあとは何をしたらいいのかわからないんだ。何か問題があるとしたら、ファングの…あれ？ところでファングは？さっきまでそこにいたのに。
いや、悪い。急に催しちゃってさ。しかも出し始めたら全然止まらねえの。これまでの人生で最長記録だったぜ。
緊迫感台無しにしないでよ。やる気あんの？あんた。
しょうがねえだろ。出るもんは出るんだから。じゃあ何か？邪神と戦いながら漏らせってのか？そんな俺を愛せるのかお前。
そりゃ嫌だけどさ。そんなことされたら。
だろ？お前らも今のうちに済ませといた方がいいぞ。
僕はそういったことはしないので結構です。
嘘つけよお前。昨日夜中にトイレ行ってたの見たぞ。
一人で秘策にふけるには良い場所ですからね。
なんでそこまで認めねえんだ。
皆が自分と同じだと思ったら大間違いですよ。世の中にはいろんな人間がいるんですから。
用も足さない人間がいるか。
いい加減にしてください。そんな話してる場合ですの？パートナーがこんなやつじゃ、女神の力が復活しないのも無理ないかも。
ああ、何の話だ？
なんでもない。ほら、行こう。
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with Aaron though. I don't know who would probably have a partner like Fang. Just essentially like a male nectar in here. So, Dankslight Ruins. I'm just going to break some parts here just because I can. You probably already noticed there is an entranceway being blocked by this wall. We need two things to get in there, and that's small spoiler alert, that leads to the final boss. So Dankslight Ruins has like two sides to it, and each side has one of the two MacGuffins that we need to access this big door in order to progress. One is a hidden treasure, the other one's a boss fight. So I'm actually gonna go left first because that's where we can find the MacGuffin that is actually the treasure, and we're going to proceed. Now I'm very likely going to get lost in here, mainly because it's pretty big. It's one of the largest dungeons in the game. And in the times that I've played this, the whole entire dungeon is one very big switch puzzle. In that you press a switch, you go to the next room, sort of thing. And sometimes those switches are very easy to get lost though. No, I don't mind. I'm actually not going to mind using like special attacks and stuff whilst I'm in here because I'm basically going to get the first MacGuffin and then I'm going to backtrack out. And then I'm going to go to the other side and go through there, defeat the boss and stuff. Because essentially it's faster that way. I mean, I think there's extra treasures after the finally thing that we need. And now finally everybody's at least level 7, which is kind of where I want them to be. They're probably going to get a little bit further than that. I mean, ideally I wanted to actually finish on level 70, but that's probably not going to happen. We're probably going to get a couple more levels by the time we're done here. But anyway, this place also has a lot of nooks and crannies, so it's ideal for you to actually just go ahead and actually search through everywhere because there's usually items in there. Can I get that last guy? I don't think I can get the last guy. I only really get 2 of them. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's just go kill. Let's just kill this guy. Let's just kill this guy if we can. Or rather, we cannot. That being said, we have a thing called Maelstrom, and Maelstrom can murder everybody. I say as it probably won't murder everybody. Silver Spark, they shoot at you the fire lasers. It's no real big deal. They're just like most lasers in the game are light elemental to remove. And for these guys, yeah, I'll rotate to finish these 2 off. I really do like the I think it's the same. I think it's probably the same thing with Neptunia as well. There's nothing here, so this is probably a place for him now. That being said, a lot of the attacks that just go in a straight line as an area of effect are actually probably some of the best ones you can get, aside from like high damage single targeting spells. Is this a switch here? Press that, what does it do? Or no, it probably opens this door over here. Oh, it opens that door. The dragon in the way. Oh, Mr. Dragon Dude, let's not be in the way, shall we? Being in the way is for people who want to die. There's a hidden thing there. Do we have a switch? I pressed that one, that's over there. Yeah, that's the thing with this place. You'll find the switch, you'll progress everywhere. And then you come to this one room where there is a locked door, and it's like, where's the switch to open the door? And then you're just going everywhere through the place to go through it. Which is a thing. I think around here is where we find the treasure that we need. So yeah, exploring to an extent is going to be like recommended. Because we have things like, we have the main Dankslight Ruins room, which we've just been through. Then we have layer A, and then we just have like certain rooms. It's just literally called room. Also, I hear an item. I detected an item somewhere. Which is probably behind that door there. The question is, do I know where the switch is to open said door? The answer is, I don't think I do.
さあ、やっちゃうよ。当たってエクステンドエッジ。そして
フィニッシ
変身した。いけるかも。
ュ。次やります。キリ断罪。やりましたね。力が溢れる。
And with that out of the way, let's find the star. This might very well be the switch that I need. Yep, it is. I just saw that. There is a thing probably over here.
もらう。
Oh, it certainly is.
はっ。
Alright. I am right in the middle of the room, I don't know that. Actually, nothing of interest. So, hidden item, I'm guessing is going to be down here. And by down here, I mean past this door here. I saw you coming after me, Mr. Zombie. I really appreciate it that you don't. Anyway, back here. There's another. Is there another door? No, there's not. That's probably another place for a hidden item or something. That being said, we do have switches to push here. Like this one right here. And yeah, there we go. This one right here. So let's open this door. And there's our hidden item. Lots of money. Not that it's that particularly important to have lots of money, because I've kind of been stingy with items. Right, I need to be in here to go grab this switch right here, which I just pressed and ended up getting into a fight anyway.
力だけじゃない。はい。断罪。みんなの力です。
強くなった。
レベルアップや。
Man, the formations around here are really stingy with when you want to hit people with AOAs. It's really hard to hit people with multiple people with freezing me. Anyway, that's the red orb. That is our first key item. That's one of the MacGuffins that we need. So we actually now have that. And that switch opened a door to somewhere I don't know. I think it just leads to treasure arc if we're going to be honest. So that leads back to where we started this. Have I been over here? The map's super useful when you're looking into this. I think we need to go into that top corner for items and stuff. Which means more going back to where we came. Hopefully not getting harassed by enemies. I like not being harassed by enemies, it means I don't have to fight them. It's probably this door that opens. Or is it? Yeah, it probably was one of these doors here that opens. It's this one? I think this is one of these. Is this one of the rooms? Or is one of the rooms deeper down? Yeah, there's just this particular area that's just called room. There's like multiple rooms. And most of them are just like they're just like this, where there's just like a couple of enemies and a switch, which need to press to proceed. I mean, I don't really need to proceed this way. I can just use backtrack to leave the dungeon and go back to where I want to go, which in this case would be the right hand side of the ruins. I believe this is another room. All the things that say by Dankslight Ruins room, they're actually all on the start. I believe they're actually all on the same map. I can't actually tell you. Alright, this actually leads straight to the beginning, which is nice. So we're back at the beginning now. We can turn the red orb in if we want to, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to leave and come back and get healed up, because I want to get healed up. Because the nice thing about this game, I think it applied with the next 2 new games as well, is that if you've left a dungeon, you actually healed everything, including status elements. And it also resets the breakables. So if you want to, like, say, grind for certain breakables for something you want to craft, or for a particular reason. I don't really see a reason for grinding things aside from certain side quests, but or certain things that the Galermo's pub. But yeah, you don't really need to. Anyway, right hand side of Dankslight Ruins. Just like, I believe it's just a lot like the left hand side, there are items lurking around. But the thing with the right hand side is that in order to get over the MacGuffin, we are going to go ahead and have to fight a boss, which I actually have to fight as well. It's not too difficult to find per se, but also a sneaky switch. I think that's one of the switches that I couldn't find because it's pretty hidden well away, because there's this little alcove here that you can't actually notice. It's difficult to notice, which I find it difficult to notice. So yeah, there's that one. I think it was probably around here where we were just like getting completely nicely lost. But the best way to actually, I mean, ideally the best way of doing this is just explore everywhere. If you come up against the dead end, you might find an item, you might find a switch that you actually need to progress. You might actually find actual items. Also, I should fight this zombie since we've not fought him yet. It's probably just like all the other zombies, he just throws all sorts of nasty things our way. They're naturally undead, so one of the things you can do if you want, and you can't if you really necessarily need it, is to use the... I'm going to do it here, I'll wait for the wall's turn. Tiara has the same spell as well. But all the heal all spells, all the heal all spells that have an AOE, they also target enemies. So you kind of have to be careful with certain enemies. Like for example, final bosses, because yeah, you try to heal your allies from not dying, and yeah, you're healing enemies. But for undead enemies, you can actually use the cure all spells, and you can do a fixed amount of damage to them. I know the full cure does 4,000 damage. It always does 4,000, the fixed damage. And I don't know about ultra cure, so I'm just going to use that because I'm not sure how much it is. So I've always used full cure all. Alright, just 2,500. Alright, so that causes confusion, so yeah, you do not deserve to be very much as alive as possible. Please leave my presence. Well, actually, confusion is one of those status elements that doesn't stick with you, unlike most of the status elements in this game. I think the hidden item on the other side of these stairs. I think it might actually be down there. Hidden under this little alcove here. Yoink. Now I know our boss fight is actually going to be in one of the little rooms. I think it might. Is it going to be this one? No, it's not. Or is this just the pad? Yeah, I think this is. No, this is room. And just like I mentioned before, this was the room that we went in previously when we went into the left side of the Dankslight Ruins. And here's the one that we're in now, and that's on the right side. So yeah, on the map they're all in the same place. And to be honest, they all look exactly the same. This one's actually just to connect to going elsewhere. And like I said, we eventually are going to find ourselves in one of those room areas, and we are going to have to find the. What's it? Do we have to find a switch? It's like no. It's a door there that probably has a switch behind it. So let's press these two. Let's open that behind us.
儲けるよー。始める。そこ、振る。続き。わけない。勝った。
力を得たり。
強くなった。私強く。
Right, so what was we was rudely interrupted by the dustbin. Probably still exploring these ruins more than likely. And we did press a few buttons, and we did also find her now. It's also another sneaky switch. So how in my estimate it's actually right here. Almost ran past her. Jump on the shrine to get that. And these two. I think the blood is the blood suit. Whose thing is for the blood suit? Is it? I actually don't know whose item that is. Let's find out. Oh, it's for. It's for you. Is that your alternate from Goddess, or is that slightly spoiler because it shows up in Evil Goddess? Anyway, new duds for Sherman. And I believe this is the room where we get to our little boss fight. Yep, there it is, because there's the quest marker. So, do I need healing? Not really, but I would like to have full SP. So, let's quickly chow down on some energy crystals. Or not. Is one of my things can't heal SP? One of my things is can't heal SP. Oh well, we're doing this with the slightly handicapped SP. Kind of glad that when I'm done with this particular thing, because I can see an item over there. Once we got that item, we can just backtrack out of here, and then we're pretty much done. So yeah, let's get this boss fight over and done with.